What's happening, everybody? It's Monday, the day after Father's Day. Hopefully everybody out there had a great Father's Day. For all the fathers out there, got to spend quality time with their kids. We had a good one around here. We did a little barbecue and swam in the pool and stuff like that. But I wanted to give you guys an update on our transmission situation. As you guys seen in the last video, we ended up taking the 350 turbo over to Tony and dropped it off. Well, last Monday, like I said, today's Monday, so it would have been last Monday. He didn't call or nothing. He just went and tore it down, went through it. And he called me up and said he found a couple major issues with it. It wasn't the clutches that failed. It was actually the high gear drum that was bad. And the steels, which I got all the parts on the bench. I'll go over and show you here in a little bit. So we got the transmission back last Monday night. And as you guys can see here, we got it under the car, on the jack, ready to get it installed. We got the extra 2-quart capacity TCI pan on it. It's got all new stuff, new clutches. We want the blue clutches, like I said. And he updated some stuff in there. Went from a regular spacer to a roller bearing instead of just the standard bearing or whatever it was. We went to a roller bearing in it, which I don't know a lot about the transmissions. Like I told you guys before, I'm not a transmission builder. But he went through and he found some major issues. So I got the parts on the bench. We'll go over that here in a minute. But last Tuesday, I ended up calling TCI and talking with them guys. And I gave them the specs of the engine, the weight of the car. You have to give them the gear ratio, all that. And he came up with what converter we would need. And luckily they had a couple, I think 2 or 3 of them in stock in Texas. So we ordered one. We got that in Friday, which today is Monday, the day after Father's Day. So I got it in late Friday. We opened up the box and I found issues with the new converter. So it's got to get shipped back. I called them this morning and told them I was shipping it back. So they're shipping me another one, which we'll go over why I'm doing that here in this video also. So we got to wait another 3 to 5 business days to get a new converter in again. And we got to ship this one back, which, like I said, I'll go over that with you here in a minute. But here's the parts out of the transmission. As you guys can see there, the clutches are actually good. All the steels are burnt. You can see the hot spots in them. All the steels are just, these were choline steels, and it put a lot of heat out. But the clutches ain't burnt. You see a little bit of burness on here, but Tony said if it wasn't my transmission, if it was his own, he would have reran the clutches. But he knows I wanted to upgrade to the blue clutches. And on the band here, the spacer band, you can see the hot spots in it, which not good. This little tutorial or some kind of spacer was wore right out. You guys can actually see the grooving in it up here. And obviously into the copper. But that was bad. He replaced this with a roller bearing, which is better. The forward drum has got big grooves in here where he thinks it was losing pressure in high gear in the forward gears and lacking the drum for fluid, which you can pretty much hear it squealing and whining. Obviously, you can't hear it with in the car, through the exhaust, internal compartment. But that drum was bad. So he got a heavy-duty drum. He shaved the piston down so we could put more clutches in again. And upgraded to a roller bearing. Put a new spacer in. And we're good to go. Transmission's completely rebuilt, brand new, ready to rock and roll. But like I said, we ran into, converter issue. I paid $1,000 for this converter, and I am not happy with it. I never put fluid in it. So I told that, you know, I said, there's never been fluid in it, but this is what is up with the torque converter. Look at the welds on this converter. I mean, bird shit. It's double welded here on this for some reason. The inner one looks like it's been, you know, like on a machine welded. And these are supposed to be balanced. They're anti-ballooning. It's got a turbo spline, you know, for nitrous, all that stuff. And, you know, even on the pads, I mean, they're not fully welded all the way over. That one ain't bad there. This one's a little, you know, thick, then thin, then thick. I mean, it probably would have held up. But that one, it ain't welded on the corner. I mean, it just looks like total bird shit to me. But for that kind of money, I mean, look at my old converter. I mean, that's perfectly like a machine welded it. That is perfectly welded all the way around. The ears are perfect. The back side's perfect. So I don't know. This is a 9.5-inch TCI 4500 converter, and that's what we spec'd out through TCI for the car. It would work perfect with the engine combination, the gear ratio, the weight of the car. This is a perfect converter. You know, it's not the 5500 8-inch, so it's going to be better for the street. We're not going to be putting a lot of heat into the steels and the clutches. So this is a good street strip converter. And, you know, supposedly it's supposed to stall at 4,500. But leave in the comments what, I mean, for that kind of money, would you let that fly? I mean, it looked like it's been used to me and then opened back up through TCI and then trying to get resold. You know, and they are supposed to be fully balanced. And the reason I say that is because, I mean, you even got some welding slag on the pads here. I mean, that's welding slag from whoever welded it. And, you know, that's missing here. I don't know. I'm not happy with it. It looks like shit. So it's going back. I'm getting a new converter. And if the next one comes, you know, the same part number, they have another one in stock. So if the next one comes back and it looks like that, I'm going to ship it back too. And I guess I'll go with a different maker. You know, maybe a Hughes or a Cohen or PTC, something. And I might have to wait the 4 to 6 weeks to get it built and shipped. But, I mean, for that kind of money, I am not letting that fly. I mean, I'm supposed to be fully balanced. How can that be fully balanced with buildup of welds like that? And the run out, and there's even a check sheet in the box here that said it was checked for run out and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Leave in the comments what you guys think about that. For $1,000, would you let that slide? I mean, it is what it is, I guess, for some people. But $1,000 to me, it's going to take me, you know, 18 months to pay that off. And I want something that's right. You know, it's not every day you go spend $1,000 and buy a brand new torque converter for a brand new transmission that's completely brand new. So that's the deal with it. We were hoping to get this back together and up and running this weekend. That's what I was going to work on, was getting the trans back installed on the old girl. But I guess I'm too fussy, you know, and I won't let booger welds like that shit fly. I mean, my old converter, you know, I paid $1,200 for it, you know, but now it's cheaper than what I spent on that new one. I could have bought the same converter that was in here, the 8-inch race converter. But, I mean, the welds on that look like I said, it looked like a machine did it. They're perfect. I mean, there's not you can't even tell where they start and stopped. Where looked like Ray Charles welded that with his feet. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to do a short video with you today, give you the update on what was going on. We did get the trans back. As you've seen, it was definitely hurt. So we upgraded to roller bearings, the blue clutches. We put choline steels back in it. Heavy duty drum. Like Tony said, you can actually see the grooves in here. You kind of, I don't know how well it's going to pick it up here, but groove there where it's letting pressure by. It's losing pressure to the forward drum. And she was definitely hurt. You know, we caught it in time where it actually didn't burn up the clutches all the way and go steel to steel. But, you know, the metal shavings that was in the pan, we thought was clutch material. Like I said, there was parts in there that were rubbing, and the bearing that was supposed to be, that's down to copper and has grooves in it. I mean, doesn't take much to put a bunch of material in your pan, but we caught it in time where it didn't destroy everything, didn't destroy the pump or nothing, so we're good there. So after we get our new converter in 3 to 5 business days, we'll do another update video, and if it's good to go, we'll be slamming this thing together and getting our exhaust put on it and taking her out for some videoing. I actually got my new street tires mounted up. Brand new Cooper Cobras on my 8-inch vet rallies. So we're going to be throwing them on just to cruise around on the street. And we're going to try and put some miles on or cruise around. But anyways, guys, enough rambling. I just wanted to give you an update on what was going on. As usual, I really appreciate everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. All right. Bye-bye.